Hello everyone, welcome to a new reading today. I would like to do a special reading. I think someone asked for more Stray Kids reading, so if that's the case, well, you will definitely see them. It's just taking me a while because that's how I work, very slowly but surely. And also, this reading is going to be for Lino, so this individual reading was supposed to happen eventually, of course, but I thought that the timing for this one had to be today because I want this to be like a little gift for my younger sister as she is a fan of Lino. Anyway, in this individual reading, we will check out his current energy, his career, his love life, and any healing messages that come through. Well, I guess true as well, right? So with that said, let's just jump into the first section of his reading and figure out how is he doing right now. What is Lino's current energy? We have the Four of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Cups upright. And we have the Five of Wands upright. I kind of feel like laughing a little bit because I saw these two cards and I just thought of summer right now. I don't know what's up with me that recently I've just been thinking of summer and summer, even though like spring is here because it's April, but I said it's April, we're May. But it has not really felt like spring here. It's been too cold for spring. Let me just put it that way. Anyway, so maybe summer could be important for him. Maybe Stray Kids is having a summer comeback and I just don't know it. But anyway, so I thought this was very interesting with this Four of Cups. The first thing I thought of when I saw this teddy bear in the background, here, let me put it up right. This teddy bear in the background was almost as if right now Lino is going through an energy where he is either thinking of his past self, or it almost felt like, you know, when there's like people are kind of shy and they want to give something to someone or say something to someone, so they kind of hide behind like someone else or something. And I'm saying that because I kind of got the image when I saw this teddy bear in the background. I got this image of a young kid that kind of wants to give something, maybe information, maybe a gift to somebody else, but they're kind of shy, so they're hiding behind their parent or something. And I'm saying that because this image made me think that right now Lino is either doing some inner child healing or has been very nostalgic, thinking about his past or thinking about his younger self, and maybe trying to get in tune with something that he wanted to do when he was a child. And it's kind of coming back to the surface. Now, usually the Four of Cups talks about someone that's distracted, someone that's bored, or someone that is not seeing how the universe is offering this fourth cup to them. And the number 4 in tarot usually talks about stability. So seeing this fourth cup or being able to see this opportunity that the universe is trying to offer is something that, if in this case he were to take it, then it will bring him a lot of stability and a lot of comfort. So with this card being reversed, there is a chance that maybe Lino is actively looking for something. So maybe he's had this feeling of like there's something he's missing, or there's information that he's trying to remember or grasp, and because of that, this Four of Cups is reversed because he's actively looking for something. And this card kind of shows me that he's not quite getting that information or that opportunity that is trying to reach him, but however, he's like, maybe he's very intuitive, so he can feel that something's coming into his life, but he's just not quite there yet. So there's like this feeling of like looking for something, which honestly is kind of horrible. That feeling where like you feel something's happening, but you have no clue what area of your life it's from, or you have no idea what has been trying to reach you. Like, it's kind of scary sometimes. It's like this unrest that kind of kicks in. The next card that we have is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords talks about messages coming through. So, and Pages is a very young energy. It is very new. I guess you can even say it's baby energy because it's someone that's very inexperienced with something. So this Page of Swords kind of shows that he's currently in an energy where he's trying to gather information. He's trying to learn about something. There is something that he's trying to hear. There's like a lot of ideas flowing to him, but he can't quite grasp them. Or maybe there's a lot of ideas that kind of get in his head and he just can't hold onto them enough to materialize them. So you know those ideas that you're like, oh, I had like, oh, okay, this is better actually. You know, you just wake up and you had a dream, but the moment you wake up, you completely forget about it. It's like poof, gone. And also, I guess it could work with ideas. It's like, oh, I had like a very good idea for lyrics or a very good idea for a song, but it just disappeared. Like it just goes so quickly that you don't even have time to write it down or to record it or to sketch it out or whatever, right? So I think that's where he's at right now. He's getting a lot of ideas, or the ideas are not quite there. Like there's something coming towards him or something that he's searching for, and he just kind of he can't quite grasp it yet. So this Page of Swords kind of shows that he's getting a lot of ideas and he just hasn't really figured out a way to communicate them properly, or he's still learning how to gather the appropriate skills to put his thoughts into action. So I do feel that there still might be a lot of learning that he has to do, but definitely his mind is flowing, and he may be, who knows, maybe he just opened up spiritually, or his intuition is going insane and he's just like gathering all of this information that he doesn't really even know what to make of it quite yet. Now, the last card that we have for his current energy is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands usually talks about competition or fights, but this one right here kind of feels like people that are just having a very good time. It seems like you just have like these bears that are trying to hit this watermelon so they can all eat. So I do feel that there's this case of, I don't think it's a competition, but he may feel like he's working with a group and they're all trying to get to either this reward or get to this idea, and no one is being able to reach it. So everyone's using their intuition to get a specific message, but no one's anywhere close. Okay, they're close enough to be surrounding this idea, but no one's close to actually like hitting bingo, right, and actually getting it, right? So I'm getting that this five and the focus was not there, right? We were out of focus for a little bit. So now that we're in focus, it kind of shows, I'll take that as a sign as well that everyone's just kind of getting the general picture of something, but not quite understanding the message. And this kind of tells me that he may be working with other people, maybe even intuitively working with other people, maybe even his soul family. And everyone is just like, there's a message that has to come through, but where is it? Or like, how are we going to materialize it? Will it be a story? Will it be a picture? Will it be a song, a movie, a video? Like, I think that main issue is not necessarily how it's going to be portrayed or communicated, but more like, what is the message? That is very interesting. But let's go on to his his career. So what is going on with Lino's career? We have that with null and emptiness, basically. So right now he may do a lot of meditation or feel quite empty inside. So hold up, what's going on with his career? And we have full moon with surrender to the divine. So yeah, his intuition is essential for his career. So the current energy that he's going through, I think is something very personal to him. However, whatever information or whatever skills he gets from that current energy that he's going through will benefit him in his career, because we have a full moon with surrender to the divine. So this kind of tells me that he may be opening up intuitively, or he is using his intuition a lot to gather ideas, information, or his intuition may flow through him by using his creativity, and he may use his creativity in his career, and that's why it's kind of like the messages are coming together almost. So with this emptiness that's coming right here, there is this sense of like, even within nothingness there is something, or being able to create something from nothing, right? Like when you have nothing is impossible, right? So in it, the opposite of that is like, then that means that everything is possible, right? Like you can create something great and big because there's no boundaries, there's no limitations. I guess the biggest limitation to creating something new is being able to use the information that we already have as, I guess, humans, and being able to get it close to that idea that is so new. And I feel that that's why he may even feel a bit empty, because like, there is something that I want to create that has never been created before, and I'm aware of that, but then how do I go about creating this thing if it has not been seen, or it has not been talked about, or it has not been even processed enough for somebody? So what I'm saying is like, this idea that he's working on or that he's thinking, it's so new that there's not even some foundation that he can take off with. So it's not necessarily the improvement on something else or building on something else, it's the creation of something new. So I do feel that in his career, it could be a project that will be a piece of information to something that he's already kind of debating and thinking about. I have a feeling that he will know when he has reached this message or this idea, because all of a sudden he's gonna have either an epiphany, or all of a sudden he's gonna have this feeling within himself that is like, that's it, that's what I was looking for. But okay, what I'm trying to get at is that eventually he'll recognize what it is that he's looking for, but before that he's not even going to know where to look for it. And that something is, it could be an item, it could be a memory, it could be an idea. I'm not too sure how it will be manifested to him. But with the surrender to the divine, it kind of feels like the universe is telling him, just continue with your career, go on as usual, go on as normal as you normally do, go with your routine, and eventually you'll receive the message. Like, you'll stumble upon it. Like, it feels like maybe he just has to continue experiencing life and going through with his career, and eventually he'll either meet the right person, go under the right, I guess, domino effect, go through the right experiences that in a way will unlock this idea or feeling he's like searching for. And to clarify this, well, that's quite some cards. Okay, so we have the Tower reverse. That is so cute. I don't, okay, we have Death reverse. We have the Knight of Wands reverse and the Page of Wands reverse. So I find it very interesting because I haven't really seen the Tower in the Teddy Tarot, so I find that very fun. But yeah, okay. It seems like the timing may be a bit off, and that's why he hasn't really gotten into this idea. But what's going on in his career, seems like there's going to be some change or transformation after he has an epiphany. It could kind of destroy the foundation that he's on, but it's nothing to worry about because, okay, the Tower and the Death card both talk about transformations and they're reversed, but I don't think he's resisting it, and I don't think he's avoiding this change. I think it's just not time yet, so he hasn't encountered this quite yet. Here with the Tower we have Mars energy, with Death we have Scorpio energy, so maybe when Mars is in Scorpio, or he could have a Mars in Scorpio, this could be important. Also, Sagittarius season could be important because we have the Knight of Wands here. Anyway, there's a lot of transformation with him. Let me just get at that. So in his career is when he has this epiphany, this Tower moment will be triggered, and there will be a destruction within his career. And it doesn't have to be a very big one, because it could be, yeah, like all of a sudden a project falls apart, or maybe he has to take a break, or there's something that falls apart. And it doesn't have to be something big, it can be something simple that breaks apart. Like maybe his point of view, his perspective, or it could even be that all of a sudden he's like, he has an epiphany that kind of destroys his point of view on something in his career, or all of a sudden he's like, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore, or I'm not too sure how this will manifest, but this Tower card could be an idea that will kind of destroy a limitation that he was putting to himself in his career, or it could definitely mean a project that just falls apart, like it doesn't work out for some reason, and that's because it's just going to allow him to transform and change. This Death card is supposed to symbolize rebirth. It's like a phoenix moment, right? Going through this transformation, or like someone going out of their cocoon. So I guess in his career there could be this epiphany that allows him to just kind of break free somehow, and allowing him to just do what he wants, or allowing him to not limiting himself anymore. We have the Knight of Wands reverse, which also talks about transformation and change, and this is about taking action. And okay, when we have court cards, it's a page, knight, queen, and king. That's usually the order that it's in. With pages, as we talked earlier, with the Page of Swords, we are talking about someone that is very inexperienced, someone that is barely learning about a journey, or barely starting a new path, a new chapter in their life. And this Page of Wands symbolizes someone that is motivated, someone that's inspired, a spark. So this epiphany will create this transformation within him in his career that will create a spark in him that will motivate him and inspire him to venture in this journey. Again, these cards are reversed because it hasn't happened quite yet, but it will eventually. I do feel that this could be like whenever he reaches this idea that he's currently looking for, it will create this transformation within him that will I guess people will see in his career. Like all of a sudden, either he becomes very confident, or all of a sudden he takes a break for some time and he just comes back like new, like a new person. And anyway, so with his Page of Swords, he will slowly become this Knight of Swords. So all of a sudden, he goes on an adventure. Either he starts traveling, either he starts reading to get more knowledge and be wise, or more experienced in something. This Knight of Wands talks about action. So all of a sudden, he starts taking action. Either taking action in learning and educating himself on something, or taking action in like finally putting those ideas that he was like grasping onto and finally being able to take action on them. Either go meet the people that he has to meet, work with the people that he has to work with, or gather the information necessary to materialize this idea that he had, or maybe write down the idea. There's something here. I don't really know what he's working on or what will happen, but he, in his career, eventually he's going to have an epiphany that I have a feeling that he may need a break for some time. I guess it could manifest as a health, like having to take some time off, because I don't think he's gonna get injured. He may need to take a break though from his career, just to be able to like put himself back together and get back to work. Or if there's a vacation that the group has this year, or whenever this happens, actually, it could not even be this year. Whenever the group has a break, he will come back like a new person. I'm not saying that you guys are not going to recognize him. All I'm saying is that he will be either more confident or more action orientated. So all of a sudden, he's just doing things. Well, that was very interesting. Now let's go into his love life. Let's see. So what is going on with Lino's love life? We have we have Jasol. I think that's how you say it. With Root, connection. I know I was supposed to focus on the love life, but I said I thought to myself career for some reason. So his career could be tied up to his love life. Like there could be a connection there. And also very interesting, the two Cancer cards in this Oracle deck came out. We have Full Moon in Cancer with a personal issue reaches resolution, and a New Moon in Cancer with you and your loved ones are safe. In his love life, his family is coming through. So yeah, there could be romance in his love life, or his family is very important, and that's why this is coming in his love life. So I have this very strong feeling that in his love life, he's reconnecting with family members for different reasons, either creating stronger bonds with his family and also extended family, or he is finally understanding people better. Like, how should I put it? Since he's going through a transformation himself, as we saw earlier, either his family will play a very important role in his growth and in his transformation, or he will be able to create stronger bonds with the people that he cares about, because he begins to understand them. Like, this new idea changes his point of view, his perspective on the universe, on life, on himself even, that all of a sudden he's able to see his family or the people that he deeply, deeply cares about and just kind of like understand them, or see where they're coming from, or understand why they're struggling, or understand their shortcomings, or understand how much they love him and how much they support him. Like, there's something here of creating stronger bonds, and maybe in a way kind of renewing or reconnecting with people that he cares about, people that he sees as family, people that are within his inner circle. Because Cancer is an energy that is very family orientated, and again, when I mean family orientated, like that is the energy that Cancer has. However, it can manifest differently for everyone. It can manifest with like the family that you have genetically yours, like by blood, or it could be the family that you grew up with, right? Or it could be your chosen family, right? So family in this case just represents people that are within your inner circle. So in this case, I do feel that it does talk like, parents, but I do feel that these connections that he's created in his love life are more within his extended family. So maybe an uncle, a cousin, or an aunt, or grandparents even, like extended family. Like all of a sudden he's like, these people that were always in his family all of a sudden become a very good network to help him understand this transformation he's going through. We do have a lot of water energy right here. So I do feel that maybe in his love life, one of the things that he's working on is bringing down his emotions and grounding them to understand them better, and also being able to understand the world and that he is in the, I don't know, there's a change of perspective that will just enhance his relationships. So yeah, a personal issue reaches resolution kind of shows that if there was a problem that he had within himself, all of a sudden he will understand it, and that transformation will leave him more, not vulnerable, well, yeah, but like he will be more open to accept other people, understand other people, and work with them as well. And again, that's what's creating this stronger connection with the people that he loves and the people that he cares about. So yeah, his love life right now seems to be about creating stronger connections with his generation, with his family, something along those lines. But when I saw a root, I was thinking of like the roots of a tree, and then I was thinking of how like a tree can symbolize a family tree, which talks about having multiple generations in the family. So I don't know, maybe he's working on some family karma. So family karma is usually those times when like there is like maybe money has been a struggle for the family, and all of a sudden someone is able to break it, and the moment they break it, it brings abundance not only to that person but everybody else in the family. It's like sometimes maybe just a change of view, change of perspective. That's all it's needed sometimes for a family karma or family wound to be healed. Now let's see more details for his love life. We have Justice. We have the Magician reverse and the Four of Swords reverse. So funnily enough, when I saw Justice, I thought that since we're talking about his family and stuff, one of the things that he might be able to work on is land, either securing land for the people he cares about or being able to take back land that the family lost. I don't know why I thought of property right away. But with Justice, it could talk about balance and harmony. It could talk about partnership since it's a Libra card, but it could also talk about dealings with the court and with the law. So I have a feeling that, and since the land was the first thing I thought of, I wonder if either he bought property for his family, which will bring a lot of abundance and security, or he was able to pay off a debt that now allows the family to get back something that they lost or something along those lines. With the Magician reverse, I do feel that in his love life he's working on feeling abundant. He's working on understanding the power that he has of manifesting and creating his reality and making his dreams come true. And then with the Four of Swords reverse, I do feel that there's this restlessness that will be finally be put to rest. So I feel like he will finally be able to rest. He will be able to calm down after many sleepless nights or a lot of restlessness that could have been brought because of this problem or because of this feeling of stagnation that he could have gotten, as we see with the Magician reverse. So yeah, there's this sense of finally getting something back, or a fairness and harmony that will let him be able to rest once again and maybe overcome a limiting belief of not being able to manifest whatever he wants. So yeah, his love life, I was wondering if we were gonna get anything romantic, but no, not really. It was all family and being able to finally rest. So let's see. Let's go on to the last section of his reading and see what healing messages come through. Healing messages for Lino. The first card that we have is the Elephant Spirit reverse with Learn from the Past. So with it in reverse, I think the Elephant Spirit is helping him overcome obstacles, helping him even get rid of family karma or limiting beliefs that have gone through generations in his family tree. This Learn from the Past is kind of showing that the Elephant Spirit is helping him navigate his past, help him understand healings and baggage that had to go through and energy that he had to release. So that seems to be the main thing, like being able to recognize the patterns and cycles that he was going through in his life, being able to understand this tower moment as not another obstacle, but see it as a healing and a transformation, a healing experience and a transformation to something better and something good, rather than feeling like he's been punished once again. Wait. The other card that we have here is a Bat Spirit reverse with a rebirth is assured. So again, I think it's reversed because he doesn't recognize that he's about to go through a big change in his life. So again, the timing seems to be a bit off. It's like he's getting a warning, and the restlessness that he feels is that there is a transformation he's about to go through. So if anything, how should I put it? He's feeling the vibrations of this change. Let's say that this transformation is a ship, like a flying ship. He's able to feel how the air is moving. He's in a way able to hear in the distance the motor of this ship, but he hasn't quite seen it yet. So that's what I'm getting. Like, he's feeling the waves of something bigger that's moving and changing. So that's why he's getting this message. He's getting like this restless feeling of change, even though it hasn't quite reached him. And the last card for his healing messages. So I think that's why the Bat Spirit is reversed. It's like, there will be a change, there will be a transformation. It's just not quite time yet. And then we have the Panther Spirit reverse with Reclaim Your Power. Exactly. I'm not surprised this card is here, actually. Now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Because the transformation that he's going through will not only change his perspective and even his family's perspective, but it will definitely bring him a lot of confidence, because this limiting belief that he may have had, or this idea of like, whenever something goes wrong, it means something bad is happening. Like, I think he's going through this change and this transformation that is allowing him to see that sometimes when things are going quote unquote bad, or it seems like something's not working out, it's actually divine intervention, or something is like, we're trying to release or get rid of something that is not working for you. And during this destruction or dismantling of something, we're able to bring you the help that you actually need, or we're able to bring you the people that will actually help you in this period, that will give you a lot more abundance and a lot more space for good things to come in. So the Reclaim Your Power with a Panther Spirit reverse is kind of like, this energy is coming through to help him realize his power. It's like everything crumbles down, and all of a sudden he actually gets the inspiration and the motivation to work on a solution. And all of a sudden he starts meeting people that are helping him, going under circumstances and situations that seem magical and too good to be true. And all of a sudden everything gets solved. I do feel like that's kind of what he's going through right now. He is reclaiming his power as a magician, as a creator of his destiny, of his life, and that will give him a lot more confidence to just take action. So I do feel like this transformation could be a bit rough for him. I don't know how rough it will be manifested in his physical 3D world, but it will be definitely very beneficial, because it'll give him a lot more confidence with the actions that he's taking and the thoughts that he's having. Like, all of a sudden he will also trust the universe more, because everything just works out as if magically everything just gets put in its place. Everything, balance is finally restored with this Justice card. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This reading was very, very interesting. This is interesting because it feels like it's going to be a situation that he will eventually encounter. And right now he's just feeling like the waves of something bigger that's about to come his way. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. And I also hope you guys understood this video. If not, whoops. I don't think I said anything too complicated, but I don't know if you understood the feeling that I was feeling. So yeah, love and healing from my part to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.